Hey, my name is Crystal. I'm 29 years old. I will be 30 years old in July. Whew, I can't believe that. And I've just started my weight loss journey with HCG. Um, I have struggled with weight my entire life. I think I became overweight at about second grade. There was a lot of inner turmoil in my family at the time, and I guess food was the way I dealt with it. Um, and I have struggled ever since. I know they say that if you are overweight as a child, and especially in adolescence, then you develop more fat cells, and so it becomes more of a difficult thing for you to lose weight. And that has been my incredible truth in my life. So I started HCG because I've tried so many other things. Have I mean, it's not for lack of self-control or willpower that I'm not thin. And a lot of you people who are overweight probably feel the same way. You can, and I mean, I personally think there might be some other underlying health things going on with me, and I'm going to get into that later. But I can exercise and diet like no other mother, and I will not drop the weight. I am so resistant to weight loss. It baffles my mind. Last year I was training for a triathlon and I was exercising. I mean, you would not believe the amount that I was exercising, and I still was not dropping the weight. And then there are people like my sister who simply got a job, went from being a stay-at-home mom to getting a job, and she dropped 40 pounds. And it's like, you know, something's got to give. Because I'm sure if you understand what I'm going through, that it just almost becomes so hopeless that you just say, what the heck? I'm just going to eat. I'm going to let it be the way it is. Why keep fighting the fight when nothing happens? But unfortunately for me, my dream job is to be an actress. Ooh, imagine that. And I am not saying that you can't do anything you want to do and be the way that you are. I am not saying that there's not an amount of self acceptance that has to happen, but let's be realistic. If I want to get jobs, which I have some, but if I want to really get jobs, I've got to be thinner. And we'll get to what my actual weight is later. Um, I love to create. I'm a musician. I have a degree in music education. I taught middle school and high school band for 5 years and decided that I wanted to pursue some of my own personal um, creative endeavors. Um, so, that's what's up. And I'm 4 months away from 30, and I really want to make a difference in my life. So that is where the HCG came into play. Um, So let's get down to that. I'll tell you more about myself in subsequent videos. Okay, so my starting weight, well, let me give you a little more background information. Last year I was trying very, very hard to lose weight. I mean, working so hard for an entire year, and I did manage to lose 45 pounds. Um, and it was through insanely painstaking. I even got rid of my car, y'all, so that I had to walk everywhere I go so I could lose this weight. I mean, I have been trying so hard. Anyway, so I did lose 45 pounds through like blood, sweat, and tears. But I had gained about 15 of it back. I started at like over 200, and then I lost down to about 168. And the other day, when I finally managed to get brave enough to get back on my scale, before I started my round of HCG, I was at 181, and which I thought it was going to be way worse. But I was at 181. My body likes to stay around 180. It's like the set point. Seriously, since I was in fifth grade, 180. Um, so I've managed to lower that a couple times in my life, but yeah, 180 is where it likes to hang out. So anyway, I was at 181, and then the first 2 days, you have to do the gorge days or the loading days. And um, after my loading days, I was at about 185.8. That was stressful. I was like, okay, I'm going up. And I thought, I'm a little bit cynical because I'm trying to lose weight so many different ways. Anyway, so I did my first 2 days and it was great. I got to eat, 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 and that makes me happy. It was a little bit harder. It was hilarious because when I was like told, eat whatever you want, I kind of didn't have as many cravings as usual. Love the brain. Anyway, so I um I did my 2 days, 185.6, had my first very low calorie day, and it was cool. I had to work, and right now I work in a coffee shop. It's my day job since I'm trying to be an actress. Um, and talk about a cliche. I'm a barista, and I had my black coffee, had my half a grapefruit. It's all good. There are pastries everywhere, girl. Oh my god. Anyway, so it was good. First day was good, and I thought, what's it going to be like? And I did a cleanse too. I just used the magnesium citrate, however you say it. I drank it. Woo, that stuff does the trick. Anyway, so I'm sure that my first release, which I'll tell you about in a minute, has a little bit to do with the combination of the the cleansing and the very low calorie diet. I didn't expect much because, like I told you, it takes me forever to lose weight. And what happened was, I did the cleansing. I had the day off, so I could do that. And, well, that was today. And, so anyway, this morning I almost couldn't wait to get on the scale because this morning was the first day after the first low calorie diet, so it's my fourth day, that I was going to get on the scale. I could not believe my eyes. It went from 185.8 to 178 point, I can't remember. I think 8. I was like, this can't be for real. And so I was going about my day. I was feeling a little bit weak, but I think that's because of all the cleansing I did, getting it all out. Too much information, but I'm gonna be real here. And I went on a walk, because you're supposed to go on a little 30-minute walk, and I walk everywhere I go anyway. And I went to get a measuring cup because I needed a measuring cup. I don't know how I don't have a measuring cup, and I'm only 30 years old, but I don't live a typical 30-year-old life. I'm not married, I don't even have a boyfriend, no children, all that good stuff. So I didn't have a measuring cup. So I got one of those, and when I came back, I got on the scale again, which I don't really suggest doing because I'm going to try not to do that. I don't want to get obsessive about getting on the scale, but I went down a whole other pound. So I was at 178.8. So I started at 185.8, and now I'm at 178.8. And I just don't even understand how this can be true. So I'm crossing my fingers. That's pretty much it at this point. I don't want the video to get too long. I don't know what we're at this point. We're at 8 minutes. Yikes! Who watches an 8-minute video on YouTube? Anyway, I'm gonna get into more stuff later. Please share your stuff with me. Give me comments. Give me suggestions. Give me love. Give me encouragement. Give me whatever you can give me because I'm hopeful, but I also know my body and weight. So here's to I'm gonna do it. You can do it too. Let me know if you're doing it. Let's do it together. Alright, thanks y'all.